Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with the Paladins video. We're playing some Atlas today. The last video was over 6 months ago, somehow. I hope you're all doing well, but yeah, the last video was ages ago. I feel like I recorded one in March, but apparently not. The build is still the same because you really don't need any other builds other than this one, which is perfect, in my opinion. Yeah, I love this build, but I kind of wish there was more variety. So my main complaint with Atlas, talent-wise, I'd say is alright, nothing too crazy. They do shift him enough that I feel like they're sort of fine. Deja Vu for the lob, sort of big right-click. Unstable for sort of aggressive rewind Atlas, and Temporal for the big wall, but they're all alright. I just wish they were a little bit more exciting, and I was a little bit more excited to pick them, because I'm excited to pick the build. I just wish there were also other options that you could run, especially if they were playing with the talents a little bit more, but enough yapping, let's just jump into game one and run some Atlas, because it has been ages, and I don't know how it's taken me 7 months to do an Atlas video. I don't get it. I felt like playing Atlas multiple times, but I just thought I did a video already. I don't know if I'm remembering this right, but I'm pretty sure I covered him a little while after they changed his weapon, talking about how I expected it to make him more popular, and that didn't really happen. Either that though, or I covered him when it changed and I didn't make another video, or I scrapped it or something happened. I'm not sure, but the whole point of what I'm trying to say, regardless of if I've said it before or not, is that his weapon I thought would make him more popular after the change, but that didn't happen. If anything, I see Atlas lesser now, which is really weird. Gonna go for Unstable Fisher, which I haven't played in forever, and then yeah, the standard set, Bronner TDM. I don't know if I actually went through the teams or not, but you can see them all here. Relentless, Soul Collector, Totemic, Mortar Reach, also got Dathasons, Fiery, Goddesses, Yomi, and Combustible. Chronos, of course, which is just the Atlas item. I always go right side, no one ever goes this way. Everyone always just plays over there. Pop the rewind there, also rewind the Zim. But yeah, I really did think the weapon change, I don't know how I missed that right there, would make him be played more aggressively and more often. And I guess he's played a little bit more aggressively. I thought there was a DC there because people just stopped. What just happened? Yeah, apparently no one really cares that his weapon is different, and no one seems to play him any differently. Maybe slightly more aggressive for the people that are really good with Atlas, but that's in usually like a Siege. I don't see him in games like Onslaught or TDM really at all. There's a rewind again. That's in his. It's pretty much been impossible to clear so far. There's a Betty ult somewhere. Okay, that's a Drogo's ultimate, but obviously I'm going to be a little bit more partial to somebody like Atlas because I play Paladins, you know, a decent amount. I feel like people who don't play the game that often probably don't like him that much, but maybe I'm wrong again. I'd love to hear your thoughts on him, specifically, because it's been so long since the last video. Maybe they're different than before. I do feel like he can delay damage reduction quite a bit on Atlas compared to other tanks because of just the way he plays. That banish went into the counter, that's fine, and he's got a Billow. Zin moment. Let's just load it up for the Drogos. Nope. There we go. Rewind him. Bring him back. 1 second. Just don't let him play the game. Rewind him again just for the sake of the video. Yeah, don't let the Drogos play. There we go. He's gone. Am I off the map? No. The Grok is, though. I guess I got his revenge. Preemptively. Get there on the Betty. His damage up is pretty good. Pop the rewind there. Get some health back. But yeah, I would also say it's quite a bit better than most tanks at most ranges. We can just deny a ton of damage and play him quite a bit differently than you can a lot of other tanks, and yet no one seems to like Atlas. Sort of similar to what I said with Charlene, where I feel like he should be popular and kind of just isn't, but I could be wrong. We'll rewind, just dodge the Zin ultimate. Nice. Definitely I'm dead here because I'm like 1v3, but I guess we can delay a little bit. There's a Q, bit of self-heal, didn't fire into the Zin counter. Yeah, I'm somehow alive there for like 10 seconds more than I should be. 1v5ing. Where is the team in this game? I feel like I've had a lot of TDM lately, so we'll do a Siege for game 2. There's a rewind. Can I secure the shot? No, because somehow Luna can stun me while she's being rewound. We'll pop the F, get our health back. The Q, which I tried to deploy 10 times. The Q without the talent feels kind of rough. That rewind, I don't think hit. And there we go. There is a defeat. I don't know what I could add on top of that one. We did fine. Highest damage on our side. The Zin, Drogos, and I were going crazy, but he also did work. And yeah. Alright, so for game 2, there are the teams. Willow, Vora, Furia, and Genos. This should work much better versus Nyx, Moji, Koga, Damba, and a Lian. I can't remember the last time I played a Splitstone Quarry. We're going to go for Temporal. I feel like it's kind of a weird talent overall. I don't like that it reduces the duration and increases the cooldown, but we're going to run it. I think it makes the most sense given the map, because I want to try and play the point of these a little bit versus the Nyx, which I think should be fine. Nyx does have a lot of similarities with Atlas, weirdly. We're going to throw the Q super early, maybe a little bit too early, actually. I feel like dueling him a bit of a disadvantage, but as long as we're paying attention to the Fury Beam, we should be set, especially with this setup here. Fury Beam is kind of huge. Moji isn't really that scary. She's going for like a healer set. We'll rewind now. Yeah, we're fine. I think this makes sense. I can snipe the Damba a bit. Load the shot up. Oh my god, I went for it, but we missed it by like a tiny bit. Moji is really not a problem here. Yeah, the early game here should be kind of crazy with the double healer and the teams and stuff. We'll throw the Q down. Don't know if I really need to do that. I feel like the setup is a little bit weaker as well because of the talent, because the Q is up less often. The build is so focused around it. There's a rewind, and she got kind of moved a bit weird there. More shots on her. The Moji heals are also just insane. Moji solo healer is ridiculous early game. She is gone though. Yeah, we're shredding here. We'll drop a Q. The Q definitely reaches the top enough to counter most of the damage and stuff, so I think it is the play. I don't need to fully charge the shot up there. I feel like I'm overdoing it by trying to get the entire duration. That rewind nearly hit. There's a hit on the Lian. Trying my best to play around it. There's a Q. I threw that maybe a little bit too far forward actually. Rewind on the Nyx. Sure, the duration 3.5 is so short, but we'll lock them out for maybe maybe too long if it was the full duration. So I get it. Fury is playing the beam well. I'm not really playing around the team too much. I'm trying to wiggle when I'm in the beam as well. Rewind missed. Well, rewind landed, but I missed the shot. I mean, threw the Q down. Vora died by just rushing into them. Hello, Nyx. I'm going to rewind you because you're a little bit too far forward. Yeah, there we go. Send her all the way back. I'm going to go for the ultimate. Nyx ult, that's fine. We'll just banish her, banish the Damber, try and get the timing on that kind of good. The team is paying attention to whoever I CC. The Q is also a two-way wall, so you can play super far forward and then throw it like that. I feel like I'm too far forward, though. I rewind the Damber. What am I doing? Why am I this far up? Damber stand. Can we get out of it and finish him? Yes. Nobody's really paying attention to me, but we did kill the Damber. Now I'm on top. Sure. There's a Q. She's gone. Flank Atlas. What am I doing? There's a rewind. Can we get the charged hit? Oh my god, that was beautiful. I even froze. I went to lock in a little bit there. We did get it. There's the rewind. I can't believe I actually made that play work. I saw again the lines. The headshot damage on Atlas is just insane when you hit for like 1.2k. He was knocking somebody out with that for sure. Atlas is definitely a character. Again, I think if you play right when you start playing Paladins, or you're not familiar with tanks or the sort of roles and how he counters abilities and stuff, you're going to have a much different experience than if you're super used to all the different Paladin stuff and you don't ever have to think when you're playing in fights and stuff. You just make it work. I don't really think when I'm playing Atlas, it just happens. And yeah, we'll finish off Kronos. We've got full Kronos. Round 1, Kronos 3 on Atlas is kind of insane. That's a Genos ultimate. RIP to the Lian. She just stood in it. We'll rewind Nyx, send her back a little bit. Team's pushing up. We'll throw it there a bit of an angle to maybe cover whoever's over there on that side. I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll rewind her to put it back in the middle again. Rewinded there for no reason. For ultimate. Okay, Koga is, I think, still dead anyway. I feel like I've noticed my mouse clicks way more recently. It's a random thing to point out. We just blocked the Damber ult. I didn't even think about that. It was just lucky timing, but my god, the amount of just damage and counter you have, like, without even thinking on Atlas is insane. Nyx is gone. Probably should be focusing on Emoji, to be honest, when she's just over here doing nothing. She's gone. I guess we can push up. Yeah, let's get rid of the Damber. I was waiting for his F, but he never popped it. There we go, though. That is the 3-0. I don't know if it's just a matchmaking or if the team is just going kind of massive. I haven't noticed the Vora and the Willow a crazy amount because obviously I'm on Atlas, but I haven't noticed the two healers. I will say Furia, Beams, and the Genos have been kind of insane, and it's only gotten better as the game's gone on, which isn't usually the case. There's a Q. Sure, she's going for the ult. I guess we go for ours. Does that get counted? Yeah, I'm always not remembering if Atlas is thing gives you CC immunity, but luckily it does. Koga is a bot, so I'm pretty sure that's the reason we're actually shredding him here. It's a 45 as far as I can tell. We're going to rewind, get back a little bit, drop the Q. Willow, I probably should have thrown that a bit more forward for you, but I think it's fine. But you also counter the Moji. I never really thought about the fact that Moji, as a healer, gets countered by Atlas Wall. That was an insane rewind. I feel like I've been kind of locked in making Atlas work here. Moji going for the ultimate. I think I'm dead. Team, please kill her. These guys have been kind of insane. I actually don't know if Koga is a bot or not because he was actually just playing normally there. There's a hit on the Damber. You really do not need to fully charge the thing. I don't know why I do it so much. I also can't believe that landed. There's big damage. The Fury ultimate with it is just insane. Look at the DPS you have on Atlas. Just because you don't even have to be that accurate. That's probably why I like it so much, is because you have so much more wiggle room compared to a lot of the other tanks. Notice that only sort of recently when you playing Paladins that I do tend to prefer weapons like that, especially with the way it works in Paladins. It's kind of forgiving compared to a lot of other, I guess, games. Try to get the dismount there. We'll rewind her. That missed. I think she's still dead though. Lian ultimate. How is she self-healing that much there? I don't know how we didn't clear her faster. There's a Q. Or an F, I mean. There we go. Victory. Did I even die once there? I was on a 22 streak. I saw that much, but I don't know if we died at the start of that game or not. Healers were insane there. That was a perfect game for Atlas. That match was actually so crazy. I think it actually changed my opinion on Temporal Divide. I can 100% see why you would grab this, even though it, debuffs the Q. Because of if your team plays around it, the benefit it gives to the entire team and the way that people can play really is just crazy. Don't even know if that was a particularly great explanation, but hopefully you get what I mean. The team was just playing around it so well there that it really changed my mind on it. 8-0, 24 streak, 255 on the point, 46k. Yeah, these guys were crazy. Furious heals were massive. Genos was too. Vora and Willow doing damage. We somehow beat them out. I'm actually kind of surprised we have 46k. Their damage wasn't that far behind. The end actually had more than us there. The Nyx was pretty close. Moji was healing. The Damber was healing. I think their Koga was really their weak link. And if it was a 5-5, it would have been way closer. But even though it was a 45, they put up a really good fight. That was pretty much the peak scenario to shove Atlas in. And I'm not going to top it, so I'm not going to do a game 3. The game 1 was kind of rough, but yeah, that demonstrated the setup really, really well. So yeah, that's where I'm going to cut it. I don't really know what else to say, and I don't want to just yap in circles, but it feels like a weird time to end the video. It was really fun to play. I really do like Atlas. If you don't pick him, maybe this has made you want to give him a shot, but I'd love to hear maybe why you weren't playing him before, specifically, because I just don't see him. I don't know why people seem to hate Atlas. He's definitely annoying to go against, I'll say that much. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Definitely let me know also what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. I would put most of it down to the fact that he hasn't got build variety, just to finish the video off, but yeah, as always, stay frosty.